Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Welcome back in today's class. Today we will continue with part 5 of lesson number 21, that is public services for community life. Children, in today's class we are going to revise the whole lesson. So are you ready? Okay. Children, can you tell me who provides all these public services to the people? Very good. Our local government provides all the public services to the people. Very good. Okay. Now we'll see the public services one by one. See, which are the public services provided by the local government? Schools, hospitals, public transport, public toilet, swimming pools, parks or playgrounds, colleges, theatres, safe drinking water, banking facility, postal services, police stations. Okay. So these all are called as public services, and these public services are provided by the local government to the people out of the money collected from us, from people only, as taxes. Public services are equally available to all of us. Yes, these public services are available to all of us. Everybody can use these public services which are provided by the local government. So that is why we must use them responsibly. Okay, each and every citizen, that means it is our duty to use these public services responsibly. Local government and local services. We live in cities or villages. The population of cities is large, whereas in villages it is quite small. People live either in cities or villages, and the population of cities is large than the villages. And why the population of cities is large than the villages, children? Because people come from villages to the cities in search of job for earning money. In cities, there are factories, markets, and greater chances for employment. See, in cities, there are greater chances for employment. Why? Because in cities, there are many factories, shopping malls, and markets. Cities have public services on a large scale. The population of cities is large, that is why cities have public services on a large scale. The administration of a place, be it a city or a village, is run by the government in that place. It is known as local government. I repeat, the administration of a place, either it is a city or a village, is run by the government in that place, and that government is known as local government. These local governments are Gram Panchayat, municipality, and a municipal corporation. Okay, so a Gram Panchayat runs the administration of a village, a municipality runs the administration of a town, and a municipal corporation runs the administration of big cities. See, this is the office of, means this is a Gram Panchayat. Okay, these people are elected by the people of the same village. A municipality runs the administration of a town, and for big cities there is a municipal corporation. See, this is the office of municipality, and this is nothing but Thane Mahanagarpalika, means a municipal corporation. Each village has a Gram Panchayat. Maharashtra state was formed on 1st May 1960. See, children. This is a office of Gram Panchayat, and these people are elected members of the Gram Panchayat by the people of the same village, and they have the authority to govern the village because they have to look after the whole village. They have to take care of the public facilities. That is why they have certain authorities to govern the village. Okay, that means this is the office of Gram Panchayat. Why do we celebrate 1st May as Maharashtra Day? Because our Maharashtra state was formed on 1st May 1960. That is why we celebrate 1st May as Maharashtra Day every year. Maharashtra state was formed on 1st May 1960. At that time, Maharashtra had 21,636 Gram Panchayats. Afterwards, this figure rose to 27,993 in 2010. Means after 50 years, that figure rose to 27,993. To form a Gram Panchayat, the population of a village must be at least 500. To form a Gram Panchayat, at least the population of the village should be at least 500. Okay. So if the population is less than 500, then village cannot form a Gram Panchayat. Then in that case, 2-3 villages, they merge together and they can form a group Gram Panchayat. Okay. See, if the population is less than that, means less than 500, so 2-3 such villages may together form a group Gram Panchayat. The people in the locality sometimes come together to find out what the local needs are. Some good people, they come together and they because they have the good thoughts, okay, about others. So they start finding out what are the local needs of the people, and based on the situation they decide to start an industry or service or any office or any firm in cooperation with one another. Means by helping each other, they try to form any firm so that jobless people can get good opportunity of jobs and they can earn money, they can lead their life successfully. See, they contribute some of their own money to start that industry, and to start an industry or any office, we need a capital, we need sufficient money with us. Okay, in that case only we can start any office or any industry. So these good people, some people, they contribute some of their own money to start the industry or any service. The profit are distributed among everyone, and what will be the profit they gain out of this, they distribute among themselves. Institutions formed by people's cooperation are called cooperatives. These cooperative institutions, they work for the betterment of people. See, this is the example of a cooperative industry. So this is how some people, they come together and in cooperation with each other they start an industry or any office for the betterment of people. So by starting this facility, many jobless people, they can earn money. They start earning money by getting job in these factories, so that they can live their life happily. So this is the example of a cooperative industry. So cooperative institutions, they work for betterment of the people, we can say, or the cooperative institutions, they work for welfare of the people. So children, here we have completed our lesson. Keep revising and we'll meet in the next class. Till then, bye.